folks. Welcome back to the Tiger Sports Show for our first episode of the winter sports season. I'm Greg Mays, and I'm here with the star of our show and the reason for its existence, my little brother and co-host, Trent Mays. Trent is live at Pastime Lanes for bowling today. How are the pins falling so far, Trenter?
They're very noisy. And the host of the show, okay, yeah.
All right, Trent. Well, are you ready for Tiger Sports in the winter? Are you ready for winter? Maybe that's the first question I should ask.
Yeah, it's not winter yet, but it could be coming soon. It's just in a holding pattern.
What's the forecast this week? I always count on you and Mrs. Mays for my forecasting information.
They're looking at average temps, 40s, and maybe we might hit 50 a couple times. Still no moisture. We definitely need that. So, and it's very windy today.
Yeah, I had a little wind out at my place. All right, well, let's get to winter sports. Bowling just getting going there today. What kind of teams are in town to face the Tigers?
We have a bunch of Class A teams. There's Norfolk, Papillion, La Vista, maybe Columbus. I've seen Waverly, Arapahoe, who will go there on Thursday. Of course, we have our JVs and our girls varsity and our boys varsity. And also, that's about it. I haven't seen
Ogallala. Did you say Ogallala was there?
Ogallala's here, yeah. They were sitting right by me where I was, where my little seat is by Ellie Douglas is manning one of the ticket booths.
All right. Well, how's the crowd? Is there room if people want to still come out and watch some bowling this morning?
It's crowded, but I would bring your own chair. So it's definitely your own chair set up, and they had to make the announcement to have a path to get through. I need to have a path to get to my pop in a little bit. So.
All right. Well, I love it when they have to make the fire marshal announcement at Tiger events, man. That means the crowd is packing in.
Coach Pete was on the microphone a couple times.
I thought that was him doing the national anthem, but you said it was Whitney Houston.
Yep. They have a very nice national anthem here at Pastime.
Well, nobody belted that song like Whitney. All right. Well, Tiger Bowler's off to a good start on the year. Swept Kearney in duels and swept Lincoln Standing Bear, the new school, right?
Yep, they're 2-0 in duels. This is their first invite. It's always nice to beat Kearney. We had the great trivia question on Tuesday, what's a Bearcat? So it's always nice to beat them. The JV boys, who I sort of hang out with, they won 21-0. The varsity boys won 13-8. They lost the Baker, but did very well in the two individual rounds. The girls have been dominant so far. They beat Standing Bear 20.5 points to a half point, and they won 18-3 on Tuesday. I can give you in future shows, we may just have a breakdown where I do a little professor setup with high school bowling scoring because I'm pretty much on top of it now. So.
All right. Well, that sounds good. I actually think it might be worse to beat somebody 20 to 1/2 point than beating them 21-0. I think allowing that half point just kind of rubs the salt in.
Yeah, our JV boys, who I hang out with a lot, they were on fire on Tuesday. And you win 21-0, and you sweep the Baker and dominate it. That's pretty impressive. So
that means you got the oil pattern down, Trent. You got the oil pattern figured out.
And our girls have 4 girls returning from the state runner-up team. So, and we added a couple kids off the Unified Bowl team.
Awesome. Well, give me some names. Who are the bowlers we're counting on this year to carry the Tiger banner?
You put me in a tough spot. I don't have my program.
Oh, all right.
So, I don't know many of them. I'm just getting to know. I know, well, Ethan Crecelius is back for the boys. They added his brother, who is a talented freshman. I really can't tell you any names. I'm still learning them myself. So.
All right, we'll work on that. And, of course, that's a good segue to girls wrestling. Girls wrestling is getting going. They were up at West Point And of course, that's a co-op program with Adams Central. So I got to tell you, Trent, girls wrestling's a little mysterious to me. I think we need like a girls wrestling correspondent. If anybody watching out there really knows what's going on in the girls wrestling program, talk to one of us at school so that we can add the girls, because I hear we've got a few more Tigers wrestling out west. Is that what you're hearing?
I think Miss Douglas at the pep rally said there was 6. She read off the names, so they weren't at the pep rally. That was the best pep rally we've had in a long time. The students were into it. The entertainment was fun. They let you and your beard out on the floor and talk, which
I did a pretty good job, didn't I?
Okay.
The kids wanted to know why I was limping. I said, because I was walking.
But just from the kids' standpoint in the bleachers, it was by far the best that I've seen in a long time. But they're getting used to them. We're having them on a regular basis, and
you get better at them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's move on to wrestling, because of course the Tiger wrestling program been a bit of a dynasty lately, in rebuild mode a little bit this year. Has dropped a couple duels to Kearney and Columbus, but went out to Cozad and finished 3rd. Who are you most excited at seeing wrestling this year?
The returners from state.
All right. Well, you got some homework to do, Trenner. You got some homework. Did you get to the Kearney match?
No, we had bowling that day.
Oh, all right. Well, you're busy. They got you helping with the bowling team, I understand. All right. Well, we gotta get some better coverage there too. We got a lot of goals. This is a goal-setting episode. Goal-setting episode. All right. How about basketball? A couple big wins by the Tigers last night. Boys by 10, girls by 9 over Lincoln Northwest. I understand the girls had to come from behind, that Northwest actually took a lead kind of late, and then the girls poured on 12 straight points to win it. Are you happy with those wins out at the Air Park?
Well, they're just getting going. It's just odd because we haven't had a home game yet. There's really only one home game this month. I think the boys have 2, but it's just
today, right?
Yeah, they play Blair this afternoon. So
Eastern Conference game now. Both the boys and girls are 1-0 in the conference now, right? After last night.
Yeah, and the boys,
and the girls.
The boys took care of Seward last week. They got up big and had to hold off a scare. Ablett, I'm not sure his first name.
Parker,
yeah, he led him in scoring last night. I think they had 3 or 4 in double figures. And they're just really tall, and they hit the boards hard. And they went into the zone a little bit. When I was listening to the game, they went to their 2-3 a little bit. Northwest was hitting some threes on them, so they had to
from back. Watching them against St. Paul in that jamboree, I think Coach Danielson's going to use that matchup 2-3 in the shot clock era to try to get some teams standing around. He certainly got St. Paul standing around for a little bit, so we'll see.
And I think that'll play with their length. They're putting 3 guys over 6'3" out on the floor. They can get into passing lanes and disrupt, and then just get people standing around trying to shoot threes.
All right, the girls, of course, playing without Emma Langren, who's out for a few games. It's good to see them get a win with Emma on the sidelines, because she's going to be a key component this year.
Yeah, most definitely. She's their veteran player and a good friend of the program, and just an overall, just a fun person to have at school. So
a good egg. She's a good egg. All right, well, flipping over to swimming. Nice start for Coach Scribbs' Aqua Troops, as the girls went out to McCook and won the invitational title out there. The boys finished second. Boys and girls both finished 4th in our Tiger invites. Norfolk came in and won those. Pretty good start for Coach Scribner and the crew, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, definitely. They got some. The pool got open in time. The Y is remodeled. They had the remodelization done, make it a lot better pool, and I know they got that open just in time for practice. It's a little hectic in the back still with
Yeah,
parking, bowling,
they
and
actually got it closed in time. They got it closed. In other words, it's an indoor pool. That was the first thing I asked the kids. Are you swimming in an indoor pool or an outdoor pool? Because, man, about a week before practice, I drove by. I could still see into that thing.
yeah, they had to work on the wall. We see that every morning on the bus when we come to school. So
Well, exciting. That facility certainly needed an upgrade, not just for the Tiger swimming program, but for the community. It's a great thing to see them updating that facility. All right, Trent. What do you think overall winter sports for the Tigers? Where are you really looking? Where do you think we're going to be best?
oh, I'm looking at bowling with the boys and the girls. They both have lots of returners. Our boys have just lots of guys. They have a lot of guys out. They have a full 7-man JV team and a 6-man varsity. So, and then they have a couple kids that are trying to crack the lineup, and the girls are looking to come off, looking to keep their runner up at state. They have 4 girls back, and then boys basketball with all the returners.
Yeah, and hey, those are the teams that are in town today. Tiger fans could get out and watch the bowlers, and then shift right over to the other end of campus of the high school and watch the girls and boys take on Blair, another Eastern Midlands Conference game. Both teams sitting 1-0 in the conference, so get a couple wins today, and we're battling for that conference title.
And just a good start for Coach Drew and the boys. I know they have high hopes this year, and they've got a good game next weekend. They got the Islanders coming in at the college. They go to Elkhorn North on Friday, so that'll be an interesting weekend for them. But they have returners, they have size, and you let the power kid loose in the lane, he's like a bull in a china shop. So,
Well, and I think the boys are a little grumpy that they didn't get any state rating love. I think they're a little grumpy. And I kind of
well,
like that. I like my teams a little grumpy that way, a little chip on their shoulder. So we'll see what they can do in December to maybe send a message to Stu and whoever's running the ratings in Lincoln that they need some love.
yeah, the most definitely. So,
All right. Well, we're off to the start of another great season in Tigerland. Trent, you want the last word on the show today?
go Tigers, and they got a fun thing going on. They have the students are having Christmas week. There's themes every day for them to dress up, and I think it was a fun thing they added late. They're having a spirit week this week, Christmas spirit week. So,
All right. Well, next week we'll hear what you think. Who
so,
did the best job dressing up?
so have you dressed up for the staff one? Have
Oh,
you?
always. You know I'm big on that stuff, Trent. I'm big. I'm big. Friday was Hawaiian Day, so I wore my Hawaiian shirt.
You missed. You didn't see me Thursday. I had the greatest shirt ever for the candy cane day. So,
Really? And I missed it.
yeah, you did because I wasn't there very long. I left.
All right. Well, I'll have to get reports of this greatest shirt ever.
Well, yeah, and, maybe we'll have some kids on down the road. So,
All right. Get us out of this show, Trent. What do you
go,
say?
go Tigers.
Go Tigers. We'll see you next week, hopefully.